What's up, YouTube? This is gonna be a video about me opening up this pretty much detonated NP246 automatic shift transfer case that came out of my Yukon. Now these bolts are plastic coated, so you want to hold on to them. That's pretty much what this part's going to be about. So let me pause it, and I will start it back up when it's time to pretty much crack it open. There's a clip I'm going to have to take out, so I might go ahead and do that for you. But now at this point, with all the bolts, there's a clip in there. See if I can show you that clip. By the way, this is a very good light. Pretty much just squeeze it apart, I do believe. No, actually squeeze them in. Alright. Squeeze them in. Now I'm going to do that, and I will get right back. Well, got it off. Make sure you pull these two sensors out, otherwise you're not going to be able to get it out. But let me pull this off real quick, and then I'll show you what happened to this one. Well, you can't notice any obvious wear anywhere besides, yeah. Figure about how I can pull all this crap off of here. There's a retainer clip right here. I'll pull that off and I'll pull that off. But as I see right here, I don't see any major damage. I actually do think this pickup came loose. It might have been what we heard rattle it around. I don't know. Well, I guess not. Oh, here we go. All kinds of magnetic junk down there. Let's pull this filter out. Yeah. This is a very messy job, by the way. Oh crap. Smells horrific. This is complete gear stuff. So, now that is your pickup for the 4-wheel drive, and that's more than likely how it got damaged. Now by the looks of it, I could rebuild this case besides the other part, but the main gears are in good shape. I mean, all this is good news because I don't know how much of that transfer case is compatible. So I imagine a lot of this gear, though, all this material is coming from that direct drum. Kind of sucks. But let me get this off. Well, let me just finish tearing it down, then I could show you where our problem lies. Well, this is going to be the last part of the video. Figured out pretty much what detonated. Nothing really detonated. Just kind of fried up. This, I think, what do I call it, the planetary? I don't know what I forgot what it's called. But it's what went bad. You see a little piece of metal right there. And, there's slack. That slack isn't in the, pulling up and down of the gears. It's in the riveted of these little, smaller gears that rotate around this ring gear. Can't even turn it, it's locked in with something. It's probably got some pieces of metal stuck in there. I'm trying to pull it out. That's what went bad in this one. Kind of a weird thing to go bad, but I think I might know what happened. See, like I said, this thing was stuck in 4-wheel drive, and I could not take it out of 4-wheel drive. So, I guarantee you it was stuck in 4 low. Thus, when I was going on the highway, it didn't like it. Now, it didn't make any weird noises with it. I don't think I remember. But that would cause that to shatter, because these are, you cannot spin these at a very high RPM. So you can take this out and put an air gun to it, and you run the risk of blowing these little gears up. They're really shitty. Plus, they're not made to go that fast. That kind of sucks. I don't know if that was me or not. Like I said, but when I finally was able to plug it up, it said it was in 2. So I don't know. I'm having a hard time getting that out, and I hope that is the same. I guarantee it is, more than likely, because all this is going to be the same, and the diameter of this case fits with that planetary. I believe that's what it's called, at least in automatic. I think it might be called that. I can't remember. Parts names, you know, it kind of just fades sometimes. But like I said, this is the same diameter, so it's probably the same. I just don't know how I can change that out. If I can't, maybe I can order just that part, which I guarantee is going to be expensive because it is a 4L80 hookup, but everything else is the same. Little ball bearings are kind of. Let's take a look at that pickup tube again. This is only one part of it. That is for the clutched version of this. The more I look at it, these strands look like a lot of the clutch disc. I believe, I don't know. But this is some nasty stuff. And this stuff, I'm not going to be able to get off my hands. Because it has that metal in it and it just does not get out, trust me. I had this problem when the Turbo 400 blew up. Let me get auto adjust. There we go. And that's what this is, I believe. I've not messed with an automatic transfer case before. But pretty much a hybrid of an automatic transmission and a transfer case. But that's the end of this video. I'm done for today. I'm cleaning up. I took this little stinker out and tore it down. It needs to be torn down more, but I'm just tired. I'm dirty. This isn't oil. This is, well, part of it's oil and part of it's metal shaving, so that's probably not good for me. But I'll do it for the vehicles, and yeah. Alright. Thanks for watching. I'm going to have some more videos coming up on probably finishing this up, then along with building a good one if I can. So stay tuned. Well, I'm sorry, this video is going to be kind of put together weird. As you can see, I have, well, there were 2 NP246 new process automatic shift transfer cases. One, the planetary blew out, and that is right here. As you can see, it blew out right here, and it left that nice scarring right down the middle of my input shaft. So now I can't really use it. I try. Well, I'll get to that in a minute, actually. But what this video is going to be about. This transfer case, the one that blew out, or, you know, the planetary blew out, it bolted up to a 4L80, and surprisingly enough, it is very hard to find a good or even find a used unit for a 4L80 with this transfer case. If you, that's probably why you're watching this video, because I'll have it titled something like that. And you might think, because if you know anything about these transfer cases, they're also used in half tons. So you're like, well, will it bolt up? You know, and technically, yes and no. The inputs are different. This is out of the 4L80. It has a 32 spline, it's larger, and this is a 27 spline going to the 4L60. Really, all you need to do is change your input. And so I had bought a good used, it was actually very good. I hate that I had to tear it down, but for me to use it, I had to. A very clean 4L60 transfer case bolt on. I mean it's a 246, but bolted up to a 4L60. This is the little, I'm going to call it a gear train, cause it's not. But it's in very good condition compared to that one. This is the planetary that came out of it. The only thing is your planetary is not going to be heavy duty. The ones that come off the 4L60s that naturally bolt up, they have 6 pinion planetaries. This is a 4 pinion, but it will work. I do believe it just won't be as heavy duty. I really don't know what classifies it as heavy duty. I'm not going to be hauling nothing, or I'm not going to be off-roading in it. So, and what tells me this was a pretty low use unit. Right there is normally where they wear, and there is no signs. Even if you pull that clip out, there are no signs at all of any case rub or from that pump. So the truck this came out of, I saw it was wrecked. So I don't know. It could have had less than 100,000 miles on it. But anyway, if you're wondering if you can do that, you can. Because the input will fit in that. I did have to order a new input because it will only slide in up until these grooves, because when that gear blew out a lot of metal with it, got caught up in there, and so it kind of mushroomed each groove and it will not fit right. But to prove it to you a little bit, this is the 4L81 in a, if it goes down too much, it will catch on those grooves and not spin freely. But, I mean, I can get it down in there. It just won't spin because it binds up, because there's folded over stuff. And the links are different, and I don't know the significance of it, but this little, I kind of want to call it I mean, it's a needle bearing, but the needle bearing is set further down than the one that came from the 4L60 one. Come on. But yeah, there will be some updates on this video once I get it all together to make sure that is the only difference, which I believe it is. This case is a 2002. The other one was the one that busted was a 2001, and it's a 2002 truck. So these are all my parts that came out of it. I want to clean those up because my new input doesn't come until Thursday. And if you are wondering, you don't need to have, you can order as of right now. I found one of these brand new for about $44.50 with free shipping, $44.50. So that's actually a pretty good deal. I thought I'd be able to use it. I did not think a planetary blew up in it. But planetaries are kind of vulnerable to that if they get too high of RPMs, which I think this one was stuck at 4 low when it blew. All kinds of stuff blew when this thing came out. But that's the end of this video. And this is the input bearing. And I will make a part 2 whenever I get my part and it's time to put it all back together.